guys, and welcome back. Today we are doing a thrift flip, and I haven't done a thrift flip in literally a year. Flashback to last year's thrift flip. I'm just praying that I don't royally mess it up. And now this year we're doing something similar. I kind of want to do these more often because thrift flipping is such a great way to combat like fast fashion. It's also such a cheaper way to get the latest fashions and get new clothing for way less than it costs to buy, you know, the new styles and whatever. And of course, you're not like purchasing a bunch of new stuff, and you get what I'm saying, right? If you guys watched my thrift with me a couple weeks ago, I picked up these pants. They're just really, like, they're too big for me. They fit real freaking weird, but I like the pattern and I like the material. It kind of reminded me of these shorts that I got from Forever 21 several years ago. So today I thought we would turn down the brightness because the sun is coming in full force today, folks. We're gonna use this basically as a pattern for these pants and turn these into shorts. However, I kind of want to make these like, there's a style of shorts going around right now. It's like paper bag shorts, so I kind of want to do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use like, trace the pieces of this pair of shorts. These stop like right here, which is like at the waist, right? I'll still put the elastic in the same spot, but I'm gonna make it go a little bit higher so that we get a little tiny ruffle at the top, and then I can put a bow belt type thing right here. So I think it's gonna look really cute. Hopefully it does. So assuming this all goes as I planned, I'm really only gonna need this elastic, which I picked up from the dollar store, thread, which I also picked up from the dollar store, my trusty, well, not so trusty, but very dusty sewing machine, then the pants that I got for what? Less than $5. Here's how we're gonna start this. The easiest route is to just cut the pants off and make them into shorts and add an elastic waist, but I really don't like the width these fit my waist. They're not high enough to be high-waisted. Actually, what I'm gonna do is completely take these apart, then we're just gonna be left with a couple pieces of material, and since that's gonna take me a extremely long little while, well, I'm hoping not that long, I'm just gonna go ahead and take these apart, and then I will come back because nobody wants to sit here and watch me take apart these pants for an hour. So, and we are back. I thought that seam ripping was gonna take way too long, so I just took the easy way out and cut. I literally just cut them off. It was just way faster. It may have been a mistake in the long run because you do kind of lose a little bit of material that way, but yeah. So I only cut the legs halfway apart. So you know how there's two seams on the legs, you know, like one on the outside and one on the inside? On each leg, I left one together. I was worried that it wasn't, like the panels weren't gonna be wide enough, so I think what I'm gonna do is do this so that I actually have a seam right in the middle. If there's a seam in the middle of the front and a seam in the middle of the back, it's all gonna look intentional. If you've never sewn a pair of pants or shorts before, they're made up of 4 different pieces, 2 obviously for the front, and then 2 for the back. Always, always, always trace your stuff inside out. Whew. Trace 1 for the front and then 1 for the back because obviously they're gonna be the same, and then I'm gonna cut it out and then I'm gonna trace it on the other leg so that we have 2 of each piece. Makes sense, right? Also, if you're doing this at home and you're tracing a pair of shorts that has like elastic in it, when you're tracing it, you want to trace it like so that the elastic is like open, because if you don't and you trace it like that, you're not gonna have any extra fabric to stretch when you put them on. Oh, this is the hard part. This is the part that always gets me, figuring out the leg hole. Yeah, leg holes are very strange. It's gonna have like a J curve on the side here. Oh no, I just wrote on my good shorts. Dang it. I have a really bad feeling this seam's gonna end up being in a really weird spot. We've already committed. We've already committed. We got our bottom piece. Now before I do any sort of cutting, I'm gonna do the, shoot. This is going so well. So well. I definitely don't think I have enough room to do the next piece up here, so that's good news. Let me do some troubleshooting and I'll get back to you. So I went ahead and I did end up cutting out my pieces out of that one leg. So we do have a seam in the middle of the leg piece. It might end up being more like towards the inside of the leg piece, but whatever, I'm not that concerned about it. It's black, so I feel like it's not gonna be that bad. You know what? We're just going with the flow. So what I'm gonna do is just trace these 2 pieces onto my other leg material. Here we go again. Piece numero 1. Okay, so we have officially 4 pieces. Now the first thing that I'm gonna go ahead and sew up are these little bottom pieces. Okay, I think this one actually goes with that one. Put them parallel to each other and sew this line. And obviously you're gonna do it to both. Let's break out the sewing machine. Here we go. Here's the part where it kind of gets scary because if you made a mistake, this is where you're gonna find out. And now that the material's all cut, if it doesn't work, well, it's all downhill from there, folks. Now I will say dollar store thread is not the highest quality, but it is the cheapest. I feel like cheap is almost my middle name because, you know, I don't make a lot of money. So we like to live cheaply around these parts. My sewing machine kind of has a mind of its own sometimes, so sometimes it just does weird things. I hope today is not one of those days. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever sewn anything before, because personally, when I was in like high school, I loved sewing. I mean, like, I still enjoy sewing. It's just I don't really have the time for it as much anymore. But I used to make like all kinds of stuff. Like I used to cosplay and I used to make costumes from like scratch, and I used to make like a bunch of different like skirts and stuff, and I used to wear them to work, and people would be like, hey, where did you get that? And I'd, you know, get all giddy and be like, oh, I made it. And honestly, like when I used to sew back in high school and stuff, all of my material came from the thrift store, the good old Beacon House, which is where this bad boy came from. Please, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little test sewing spot on a piece of scrap, because if I don't, this could get ugly very quick. Do I want to do a stretch stitch? I don't know. What do we get? What do we get? Okay, a little scrunching. Okay, a lot of scrunching. Oh geez. Should we just try it? Should we just go for it? Okay, we did all right. We did all right. When I unfold it, ta-da! We have a piece that connects there. Yes, they don't match up, but we'll fix that, don't you worry. Okay, next. Thank you. Next. For my next trick, we are going to be sewing this big U shape together with this big U shape. Wait, let me just think about this. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sometimes I get confused. No, that does make sense, doesn't it? Yeah, no, this makes sense. This makes sense because then a leg will come out this side and a leg will come out that side, and we're all good. One can only hope. You could obviously pin this down first. I'm feeling like I just don't want this video to take forever, so we're just gonna sew it. And if this doesn't fit me, it'll fit someone else. I'll get you guys a cute little shot of the sewing. Now, we have a very strange situation, but it should look kind of like a diapery looking thing. Lay it down like this so that your short piece is right in the middle. Then, flip it like that, because when we flip it like that, and then we hold it up, it looks like a pair of shorts, does it not? Now I'm gonna go ahead and sew this side as well as this side. And you guys get the drill, you know what sewing looks like. So now comes the really exciting part. Or should I say the moment of truth, where you get to try this on and figure out if your body's gonna fit inside or if it is not. And you kind of get to figure out if it looks ugly. I mean, obviously it's not done yet because we still have to add the elastic around the waist. This is a moment of truth, people. This could look real bad. It could look real cute. It could not fit at all. Pray for me. Good news. Can you see? They fit. Well, yeah, like obviously they look big right now, but you know, in order to get that like scrunched up like effect at the top, you have to put the elastic in, but they fit. I think they look really cute. Once I have the elastic in, I think they're gonna look even cuter. Sorry, I feel like you really can't see it. I'm trying to stand on my tippy toes so you can see it. Now it's time to cut the elastic, so I'm gonna try and do this without like dropping my drawers here, as one does, without losing their pants. Figure out how tight I want this to be. So normally what I would do for the waistband is actually cut out another strip of fabric, but where I do want like the ruffle at the top, I think what I'm gonna do is fold them over like this, and then I'm gonna sew like 2 lines basically. I'm gonna make a loop big enough for the elastic to fit through. I'm gonna leave like an inch or so of fabric on top of that so that we get like a little ruffly thing at the top, which is kind of like the paper bag shorts design, you know what I mean? Maybe this is a mistake, maybe I should have made a waistband, but I honestly don't think I have enough fabric to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so that's the end of the video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up down there, and let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do more thrift flips, because I love doing thrift flips. They're just like really hard to like maneuver though with the camera. So if you guys want more like interesting angles when I do these, let me know in the comments down below and I will see what I can do for you. You guys may have noticed that I didn't end up going with the paper bag short style, because the way that I folded it when I did it, it made it look like a diaper and it looked real weird, so I ended up just undoing that and then just making a regular waistband. I think if I had to do it again, I would have used a thicker elastic like in the red pair of shorts that I was showing you guys, because the thinner elastic just looks a little bit weird. I think they still look pretty cute and I'm probably still gonna wear them, and they're really comfortable. So let me know in the comments down below how you think I did. Make sure to come find me on Instagram, Twitter, mostly those. I don't really use Snapchat anymore because of Instagram stories, but you know, I'm still on Snapchat as well. But anyway, come find me on my social medias and I will see you guys with a brand new video very soon. See you later. Oh, don't forget to follow my vlog channel too. Okay, bye for real this time.